Hello, welcome back to Tax Chat with Shirley and Andrea. I'm Shirley Payne with Legal Aid of Nebraska, and I have Andrea Buckley with me from Iowa Legal Aid. We are tax attorneys and directors of the state's low-income taxpayers clinics. If you have any tax issues and you're a resident of Nebraska, give us a call at Legal Aid of Nebraska. If you have tax issues and a resident of Iowa, you can give Iowa Legal Aid a call. We are happy to help at no cost to you. We do not prepare taxes, but we are here to help with other issues, like tracking down where your stimulus payments are.
In our last video, we talked about the stimulus checks. A lot of people are asking where their stimulus payment is or where their paper check is. If you're not sure where your stimulus payment is, you can use the Get My Payment tool on the IRS website, which is irs.gov. The IRS right now is not accepting phone calls. There is a phone line about stimulus payments, but it is only providing automated information. So if you need more information about your payment, start with the irs.gov website. Those of you who filed your tax returns for 2019 or 2018 and you provided direct deposit information, those people have already started getting payments. About 60 million payments have gone out since mid-April. Last week, the week of May 4th, 2020, the IRS began issuing paper checks to taxpayers. The paper checks will be issued at a rate of about 5 million checks per week. So to get everyone paid, it could take up to 20 weeks to get all of the paper checks in the mail. The checks are being issued in reverse order of adjusted gross income. So it's starting with people with the lowest income first. So if we're talking about 20 weeks for payments to get out, for those who have a higher adjusted gross income, it may be late September before you see your payment. We have some follow-up questions based on our last video regarding stimulus payments.
I have kids in college. Why didn't I get a $500 payment for them? Well, in order to get a payment for a dependent, your child must be under 17. On the flip side, I'm in college, I'm over 17. Where's my $1,200 payment? Well, if you are a college student and didn't get a payment, it might be because your parents claimed you as a dependent on their tax return. You should talk to your parents and confirm that's the case.
What if parents alternate years claiming kids on their tax returns? The stimulus payment will be automatically sent to the parent who claimed the child on the 2019 tax return if they filed for that year. We don't expect the IRS to pay the parent who's going to claim the child in 2020. But if you haven't filed your 2019 tax return yet, the IRS will look to the 2018 tax return and pay the parent who claimed the child on that return. This might be an issue for family court, not the IRS, if you aren't able to work this out with the other parent. It's a good idea to communicate with them to figure out the status of the payment and decide how to split that money, because the IRS will not automatically do that for you.
I am entitled to claim my kids, but someone else claimed them instead. What should I do? Each Social Security number can be used only once in the e-filing system. So if someone already e-filed with that specific Social Security number, you cannot use it to e-file it again, but you could still file your return. You will need to mail a paper copy of your return if you believe the other claims are not valid. But this will delay your stimulus payment significantly because that paper return would need to be processed. In the best of times, it takes about 6 to 8 weeks to process a paper return. And the IRS will then look at both returns to figure out who should get that payment. The same thing would apply if someone claimed you as a dependent and you should have filed your own taxes.
What if I filed a joint return with my spouse, but now we're getting a divorce? Where's my money? Unfortunately, the IRS is going to pay the stimulus payment based on the information they have. So the money is going to go to whatever bank account is listed on your joint tax return, or if you did not provide a bank account, the IRS is going to send that money to the address where that's listed on the joint return that you filed. You should communicate with your spouse to see where the payment is. Hopefully you're able to resolve that between yourselves, but if not, you may need to go to family court or mediation, as the IRS is not going to resolve that problem for you.
So that's it for this week's Tax Chat with Shirley and Andrea. Remember, if you need help and you're a Nebraska resident, call Legal Aid of Nebraska at 1-877-250-2016.
And if you're an Iowa resident, call Iowa Legal Aid at 1-800-532-1275.
Until next time, click like, subscribe, and share. Bye.
Bye.